Everybody, please have a seat. We are gathered here today to witness and celebrate the marriage of David and Colleen. This is not the beginning of a new relationship, but an acknowledgement of the next chapter in their lives together. David and Colleen will mark their transition as a couple, not only by celebrating the love between themselves, but also by celebrating the love between all of us, including the love of their parents, siblings, extended family, and best friends. Without that love, today would be far less joyous. I'd like to share with you guys how Colleen and David met and a little bit about their story. So the song you heard during the Bridesmaids processional was a piano cover of Invisible String by Taylor Swift. For those not familiar with it, the song is about an invisible string tethering two people together in a life long before ever meeting. In the case of David and Colleen, they've only met face-to-face in 2019, but their paths have crossed at least several times since preschool. David and Colleen's invisible string dates all the way back to toddler years. David and Colleen's invisible string, David and Colleen and their siblings all attended Wishing Well Preschool in Strongsville, Ohio. Although they couldn't find any photos of them together, they both remember the analog clock rug in the classroom. Did they listen to story time together? Did they share the same blocks? Did their moms pass each other in the hallway during morning drop-off? We may never know, but the invisible string was there. The string grew longer, keeping them connected when Colleen moved to Lakewood. David and his brother Michael played in the Cleveland Music Settlement Orchestra on Saturday mornings in University Circle with Colleen's sister Stephanie. Many Saturdays, Colleen would attend and listen to the orchestra play. Little did she know, her future husband was across the room. In high school, David was a varsity football player for Strongsville. Colleen was in the marching band for Lakewood. At least twice a year, their paths crossed. One game at Strongsville and one game in Lakewood. How many Friday nights did Colleen boo a play that David made on the field? And how many nights did she cheer when her team won and he had lost? But let's be honest, Lakewood is not the best then or now. So that probably never happened.
Go Sterns!
So the string became shorter and shorter in length, bringing them closer and closer together after high school. Both enjoyed going out to bars and restaurants in Lakewood with their friends and attending Cleveland sporting events. Did they ever dine at the same restaurant at the same time? Did they ever stand in the same beer line at the Indians game? So the invisible string finally brought them together in 2019. Colleen and David met online on the Hinge dating app. Although many people are ashamed to say they met online, Colleen and David embrace it. It's fitting that the Hinge app only connects you with people who you have mutual acquaintances with. They had their first date at Hansa Brewery in Ohio City, and they bonded over their family's German culture and their shared love for nerdy movies and books, like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. By the time they started dating, they realized just how many shared experiences and friends of friends that they had, and they felt like they had known each other their entire lives. Now, they take the next step, knowing that their lives have already intertwined so well and that they will only continue to grow from here. Everybody, please get your tissues ready. David and Colleen have prepared their own vows. Colleen, please recite your vows to David.
All right, David, first and foremost, I promise to love you and to choose you every day. I promise to put in the work when things get tough. I will always try to show you kindness and will remind myself that we're on the same team. I promise to support you and to trust you. From big things like career changes or building your dream barndominium, to everyday things like trusting you to cook the sausage all the way through. I promise to make you laugh. I promise to keep life fun and to never stop dating you, whether it be laughing at each other's silly jokes or obscure movie quotes, taking road trips, exploring new spots around town, or just going out for casual Taco Tuesdays. I promise to make time for it all. Lastly, I promise to cherish you, to thank you and to never take you for granted. You do so much for me in this relationship, and I will not let you go unappreciated. I love you.
Don't kiss me.
Okay.
David, please recite your vows to Colleen.
Yours are better.
Big shoes, buddy, big shoes.
I never imagined that one day I'd be standing across from someone who fills my heart so completely. You are beautiful, kind, caring, supportive, smart, and about 100 other adjectives I could use to describe you, but we don't have all day. I knew the day that we gifted each other meat, that you were the person I would spend my life with. You bring so much warmth, laughter, and love into my life. I promise to make you laugh as often as possible. I promise to laugh with you, celebrate with you, keep you warm when it is cold, and to let you blast the AC when it is hot. I promise to protect you, to be there for you, to cherish and love you always.
The couple has chosen to perform a time capsule unity ceremony. Within the box, they are placing love letters to each other.
And our house. We added that.
And their vows. A bottle of wine that they drank on the night they got engaged. Photos from their first 2 years of dating, and a symbolic piece of string that they will be tying into a knot. The figure 8 knot, chosen by David from his Eagle Scout expertise, can bear tremendous stress and cannot easily be undone, just like their bond. David and Colleen, should you find yourself in a situation where you're arguing, or questioning your commitment to one another, please open this box.
We're apparently getting very close to each other.
It's the anticipation.
Their first kiss ever. All right, read your love letters and drink the wine together. Let it serve as a reminder of why you chose to get married and of the symbol of the love that you share today. Add more letters, more photos, more wine, or whiskey, if needed, over time. Do not let yourselves forget that you can accomplish anything if you work together. David, do you, David, take Colleen to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold in sickness and in health, in good times and bad times, for richer or for poor, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you, Colleen, take David to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold in sickness and in health, in good times and bad times, for richer or poorer, as long as you both shall live?
I do. Wrong way.
We'll get there.
Thank you.
A ring is an unbroken circle with the ends that have been joined together, and it represents your union. It is a symbol of infinity and of your infinite love. When you look at these rings on your hand, be reminded of this moment, your commitment, and the love for you feel for each other right now. David, place the ring on Colleen's finger and repeat after me. Colleen, I give you this ring
Colleen, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
with the pledge to love you today, tomorrow, always, and forever.
with the pledge to love you today, tomorrow, always,
and forever.
And now, Colleen, place the ring on David's finger and repeat after me. David, I give you this ring
David, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
with the pledge to love you today, tomorrow, always, and forever.
with the pledge to love you today, tomorrow, always, and forever.
By the authority invested in me by the great state of Ohio, I now pronounce you husband and wife, and you may kiss the bride. I'm happy to introduce, for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Rolf.